Welcome to EveryDay the Miracle. You can buy shirts online and go on Caleb's website.
Yeah.
And you can buy a shirt. Now we're going to start working out, and we already did our meditating while we stretched, and then we stretched without meditating, and now we're going to work out.
All right, baby.
High knees.
High knees?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
And make sure you're here.
Okay.
Every day's a miracle. We gotta give like our life depends on it. We gotta live like our life was meant for it. Every day's a miracle. When we wake up and we breathe, if we can feel it, we can see. Every day's a miracle. Now there's a whole lot of problems. That's what we all got in common.
Every day's a miracle. Love, kindness, and much respect. I'm starting with myself and then you coming next. We all got dreams and limits we need to set. We all got things in the past we might regret.
Go rapid fire. Here. Hi, do you believe that every day is a miracle?
Every day?
Every day.
No.
Okay, thank you. Hey, do you believe every day is a miracle? It is. That's a nice shirt you have there, sir. Excuse me, friends. Do you believe every day is a miracle? Of course.
No.
No. Oh, wow. Okay, you got a course and a no.
No one to make a.
Yeah. I appreciate you. How about you, Mel? I'm just asking questions here. Do you believe every day is a miracle?
Yeah,
Can you share one reason why?
for real? Because God woke me up this morning. Got breath.
Yes! Thank you. What is your name?
Victoria.
Victoria? I'm Caleb Jermaine. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. God is great.
God is amazing.
Every day is a miracle. And the breath of life is really why I'm asking people this project, like this question, to bring them back to the breath so they can get to the spirit and walk with God all day.
Yeah.
You
Have a
rock.
blessed day.
Happy blessings to you. That was dope, y'all. That was really dope, really dope.
Hello, my friends. I'm Caleb Jermaine. I'm wishing you well. Welcome to Everyday Miracles. So grateful for you guys to be here, and I'm so honored to share this gift today. My goal with this show, this YouTube stream, this Facebook stream, we're on a few different platforms right now. It is to help you recognize more miracles in your everyday life. With that, let me do a quick introduction. I'm a singer-songwriter, former college athlete, and for a few years I was a psychiatric counselor. And now I am living in Los Angeles full-time into my purpose as a singer-songwriter and what I came across as a mindset entrepreneur. My goal is to help you recognize more miracles in your life. We can only count the miracles we recognize. And I believe that once we see a miracle, we declare a miracle, we will recognize more miracles in our everyday life. And this is why I'm here. I've been using a lot of my time and my resources to do exactly that. I've been asking a lot of people the same question around Los Angeles, whether I've been on set, in the Ubers, or just hitting the streets like you guys saw in the intro there. I'm asking everybody the same question. Do you believe every day is a miracle? And the receptions and the answers I'm getting are nothing short of beautiful. Even the no's. The no's will really excite me because if they're open to being asked another question, I then have an opportunity to perhaps lead them to a miracle they have not recognized. And that is the miracle of the breath, the miracle of breathing, the miracle of life. Thank you for being here. Again, I am Caleb Jermaine, singer-songwriter, former psychiatric counselor, and now I'm full-time into my purpose, making music and entrepreneuring mindsets at every single opportunity I get to. And so if you're here today, I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate you for sharing the time. I have a few things to share with you today. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I'm going to invest into your mind a few things that I found value in my journey. I would like to share actually an invitation before I get into some more value. This Saturday, you're all invited to meet me at Griffith Park by the Bear for a meditation hike. We will be meeting at 9 a.m. and it should last until about 10:15. I'm going to lead you on a meditation hike. It's going to be a nature hike. We're going to set our intentions. We're going to breathe together. We're going to do some mantras, and we're going to exercise a bit by briskly just walking and hiking up to the Griffith Observatory. And so I would like to invite each and every one of you out. It's all are welcome. I'm not going to be pushing the hike too hard, but we're going to keep walking. We're going to stay in motion for the most part, and we'll have some meditation breaks during that time. I'm excited to guide you guys all in this meditation here. This experience is inspired by Dr. Joe Dispenza, someone who I consider a mentor of mine, who I've been listening to guide me in my experience in meditation and things of that nature. If you don't know about Dr. Joe Dispenza, I recommend you just go ahead and Google him right now or after this program and dive into the beautiful, beautiful wealth that he's sharing every single day. Last week, Dr. Joe Dispenza led a walk for the world, and it was all over the world, and it was awesome. And what he did was he recorded a meditation audio, had it available on his website, and encouraged people to walk the world, walk for the world with purpose wherever they were, to put that motion and that energy and that intention into the world. And that intention was love. That intention was love. Even at times during the meditation hike, as I'm rubbing my chest right now, Dr. Joe Dispenza had us stop and do that. Rub our hearts. And speak life. Breathe life. And then walk it. And so this Saturday, this is what I will be leading us in. Essentially, a walk for the world here in Los Angeles, a walk for our communities, a walk for our brothers and sisters, a walk for our intentions, and a walk to ask the universe, how can I serve? So I want to invite everybody out to that. You can let me know you're coming or just show up. I do have DMs on all these social medias, and I'm checking them all. So shoot me a message or shoot me an email at calebjermainemusic.com. Yeah. All right. So that was the intro. I got a little thingy here to keep me on task because I love to go on tangents. And if you're a friend or family member of mine, you know I'll talk, yo. I'll talk. And there might be some valuable things in there, but I will talk. And so I have what we call here an outline to help me stay in line so I can deliver this well. And so, like I said earlier, this is Everyday Miracles. And my goal, my intention with this is to help you recognize more miracles in your everyday life. And with this Everyday Miracles show, I will be sharing with you a breathing technique. I will be sharing with you a story. I will be sharing with you a song. With the breathing technique, I may lead us in a breath work technique. I may go to YouTube, or I might just press play on a file. The stories, so many beautiful stories that I come across in my everyday life. Tangent. I was listening to a podcast and someone said the greatest impediment to exercising your purpose is planning too much. And so I received that fully. And I noticed that a great deal of my stagnation is within my planning and thinking and all that other stuff. And I just want to be a valuable asset to each and every one of you, or at least a few of you, or even one of you. And so when it comes to my breath work or the story or the song, that is going to come as it comes. I do have it down for today. And so we're going to stay in alignment with our plan. I just wanted to share with you guys that. So we're going to jump right into a song, and I'm going to take you guys back to 2017 with my friends and family in Tacoma, Washington, my hometown. I'm going to actually share my screen here in a second, and I'm going to share with you guys a beautiful music video that was shot by Katie the Prodigy in Tacoma, Washington, one of my good friends. And there's a lot of my family and friends in this video, so I'm excited for you guys to see it. And this will be the song of the day. I wrote this song, and the band with me is Decent at Best, a great dope band from Tacoma, Washington. And here we go. Actually, before I do that, let me stop this. Pause. Okay. This is the music video, Dreams.
Don't matter where you're from or what you do or what your occupation, where you live or what you drive. Maybe we're just all mistaken. Dreams come true. And you know that dreams come true. From all walks of life. Hey, there they go. See about you sound like you on the radio. Now this ain't the radio. I'm just happy that I finally made it to your stereo. And I'm feeling fantastic. Big brothers told me shoot for your dreams like your magic. Aim for the moon, cause even if you fail, boy, you're still amongst the stars, and the stars get treated well. You're still amongst the stars, and the stars get treated well. And you're gonna go hard, and you might even fail. Just notice that the greatest ones, they already fail. Then bounce back to tell 10 tales. So to you, yes to you, yes to you, yes to you, yes to you as well. Before you hit your knees, formulate your prayers to illuminate your fears. Now let the crowd hear. It don't matter where you're from or what you do or what your occupation, where you live or what you drive. Maybe we're just all mistaken. Dreams come true. And you know that dreams come true. From all walks of life. A second verse, first line. You gon' hear C Bishop on the radio. Top 5, countdown, headline. Gladly taking over empty lanes like a freight line. Ooh. And I can make music as long as you just join with this worldwide movement. Never treat your neighbor like a stranger. Movement, we all got pain. Helping me get through. I learned some crazy back in history. Shout out to Puyallup, but what they taught disrespected me. It went like this. History repeats itself, but if the story repeats itself, that's not good for my wealth Or for people like Dr. King, whose dreams weren't really felt, the product of his dreams were the picture perfect dose for a nation's health and need. You can't tell me you don't really fucking see what it means.
Don't matter where you come from, what's your background, no. You have lovers, you have haters, you have doubters, oh. But you gotta believe if you gotta dream, maybe you penetrate, oh.
It don't matter where you're from or what you do or what your occupation, where you live or what you drive. Maybe we're just all mistaken. Dreams come true. And you know that dreams come true. From all walks of life, where you're from or what you do or what your occupation, where you live or what you drive. Maybe we're just all mistaken. Dreams come true. And you know that dreams come true. From all walks of life.
Yeah.
From all walks of life. You just gotta dream. You just gotta dream.
Wow, this is taking me back for real. This is taking me back for real.
And don't stop.
Shoot for the moon, because even if you fail, you're still amongst the stars, and the stars get treated well. Wow, take me back, y'all. I'm so happy that Spirit led me to share that song today, because it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter what you've been through, dreams come true. I would like to thank each and every one of my friends and family members who were part of that song and that project and showed up to that video shoot and, live that mantra. As I'm watching the video, I'm seeing this song is about 6-7 years old, released, and beyond that, it's good 10 years old. And I'm seeing my nieces, my nephews, my friend like Haiku over there. Like, we are growing. We've been growing. And it's so beautiful to see people expanding and just growing. Tacoma, you are so beautiful. I do miss you guys, but you're with me all day and I'm with you all day. Holla at your boy. This is Everyday Miracles, and my goal here is to help you recognize more miracles in your everyday life. I'm Caleb Jermaine, singer-songwriter here in Los Angeles, California, and that was my song, Dreams. A few of the lyrics in there were, hey, you gotta believe, you gotta see. And when you believe, you see it, you achieve it. And it doesn't matter where you're from, dreams come true. And there's a lot of miracles in those dreams. Anyway, I'm going to continue on with this show rundown today and keep on dishing out some value to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you for staying. I appreciate you for tapping in. The comments and the likes, thank you so much. Take it to the heart. Oh yeah, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell on the YouTube if you're over there, or if you're on my Twitch, make sure you subscribe, or Facebook, drop me a comment. And if you have any questions, concerns, or anything, just feel free, drop me a message. Come to my DMs or shoot me an email at calebjermainemusic.com. So that was the song portion of today. Now, before we get into the next section, I actually want to share with you how I was able to decide on this section today. Actually, it's cool. While I was driving this morning in the Ubers, I picked up this young lady, and she was headed to work at Universal Studios. And where she was working at, one sec. She was going to Curious George. She wanted to be dropped off at Curious George. And immediately when I saw that on the Uber app, inside of me, I was like, oh, that's what we're going to share in the story today. Curiosity. We're going to talk about curiosity. We're going to share the story about curiosity, or the story, or the rant. It's one of those. But so we talked about curiosity on the ride, and this is what I want to share with you today. So when we were growing up, a lot of times we were told curiosity kills the cat. Today, I want to help you change that story. And from killing the cat, I want you to trick the cat, or maybe heal it. You know, our words are so powerful. And when we change one word, we can change a whole lot. And in this instance, we're changing kills the cat to tricks the cat. And I'm going to express to you why I feel being curious, remaining curious, stepping into your curious energy may help you recognize more miracles in your everyday life. How? Well, let's just say when you're not curious, what happens when we're not curious? When we're not curious, we're more closed. When we're not curious, we might feel like we know it all. When we're not curious, we might not be listening to others or open to experiences that could bring and breed more life into us. When we're not curious, we may not be open to experiences that we can do that the same for others. And so, yeah, there was a lot of things we saw about how curiosity could kill the cat. You know, maybe being too curious, you might wander into a real bad situation. But I want to recommend you look at curiosity from a different angle. You can wander into a really good situation. And in my studies and in my, I guess in my serving, one thing I recognized is curiosity is at the heart of a lot of therapeutic advances, a lot of therapeutic, just in a lot of therapy. We talk about curiosity quite a bit. In my old job back at the hospital, we would talk about curiosity. I listened to a lot of my mentors talk about curiosity. Let's stay curious. And so I go with curiosity tricks the cat, because I believe when you're curious, you then become open. And your curiosity then gets you out of that fight or flight mode. And it gets you into that open mode, receiving, abundant mode. And that curiosity can lead you to experiencing more miracles in your life. Like, for example, when I pick up people in my car, I'm picking up all different types of walks of life. And when you're walking in your path, you are coming in contact with all different types of walks of life. Now, while no two people are the same, we do have these built-in compare and contrast judgmental systems that work in our favor. When those judgments and those comparisons come into your heart, this is when I want to recommend that you get curious. When you see someone and that judgment that may have been built within you beyond your comprehension, before you even recognize that you have the ability to set your reality, change your energy and your perception, this is the time when you embrace curiosity. And one good way to embrace curiosity is to ask questions. Who, what, when, why, how. And you can start by saying how you're doing, where you from, what are you interested in. It doesn't take much to start that curiosity train, but once you start it, it's a slippery slope, and it can lead you to recognizing more miracles in your everyday life. And we can only recognize the miracles, or we can only count the miracles we recognize, And so let's be open. And that's the story time that I want to share with you guys today. That story about curiosity killing the cat, I want to share that about changing that word from killing to trick to help you remain open so you can see more miracles in your everyday life. I really hope that made sense to you. I hope that resonated with a few of you on the other side. Curious. When me and the passenger were talking earlier about curiosity, we then got to what's the next section is the breath. And we got curious about the breathing. And we were talking about that. And so I'm just going to go on to my next section, which is about the 40-second breath. Who, what, when, why, how, where. So me and my passenger, we were talking about curiosity and tricking the cat and being open. And we talked about how being closed can keep us in fight or flight mode and open us up to more diseases and keep us in the, shallow breathing perhaps. I forgot to say that to you guys before. As we were talking about curiosity and how we can be afraid to be curious, but when we're afraid, we're usually in fight or flight. Stay with me here. We're fight or flight. At that time, our breath is here. We're in our head breath. We're in our head space. We're shallow breathing. And we're shallow breathing because our body knows it's time to defend, fight, extend our life. And so essentially this curiosity tricks the cat is so we can get out of the shallow breathing and get into our full deep belly breathing. So then we can actualize our purpose and respond to the moment in a way that serves not only us, but also that other person or the organization or whatever we are interacting with at that time. And so, boom, situation happens. We're in our shallow breathing. Then we recognize, we can be curious. We breathe in, have a breathing break, and then we actualize our purpose. We're not fight or flighting, we're uniting. Say addicted to solutions. And so with that, as we're talking about breathing, and I'm going to move on to the 40-second breathing program initiative. It's still evolving within me, but like I said earlier, one of the greatest impediments to actualizing your purpose is planning, too much planning. And so with me, I have already planned to deliver this 40-second breath for a while. I downloaded it in a meditation. It was given to me. And immediately I started practicing by asking people questions. And that was the question of when's the last time you thought about your breathing? And so I'm going to tell you guys where the 40-second breath comes from, a little bit about the who, what, when, why, and then go into our breathing practice for the day. And then we'll be wrapped up. Everyday miracles. So imagine this. Many of us are shallow breathers. Many of us are holding our breath in different places in our bodies, and we do not even know it. You might hold your breath in your chest. You might hold your breath in your shoulders. You might even have your jaw clenched. Many of us are shallow breathers, and we don't know it. And when we're in shallow breathing, like I said, we're in fight or flight mode. And a lot of us have been in this fight or flight mode nearly our entire lives, and we've learned how to operate optimally in this zone. Like You know how you can see a duck on the water and it looks calm, but underneath it's the legs are going so fast. That's how many of us are operating in life right now. Defending, deflecting, reacting. This is how I lived the first 20 years of my life. And this is where the 40-second breath comes from. At the heart of the 40-second breath, it is suicide prevention. At the heart of it, it's suicide prevention. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. But where it comes from is from my own experience. Many of my friends and family members know that I had MRSA back when I was in college playing football. And when I was in MRSA, when I was in the hospital before my surgery, where the doctors are telling me, Caleb, we're going to cut your leg off and we're going to do our best to save your kneecap so you can fit prosthetics better. Next thing I hear, they're telling my parents on the phone, we're trying to really save Caleb's life. We don't know if he's going to make it. All that aside, I still had to go into surgery and everyone had to do their job. And part of my job was bringing down my heart rate. After I had gotten my shots and everything before surgery, the nurses were in my room and I had a couple of nurses with me. And I remember a nurse telling me, hey, Caleb, we've done everything we need to do for your surgery, but it seems like you're really anxious and we need to calm you down so we can go in and operate. And so at this moment, the nurse is like teaching me how to breathe better. And she's breathing with me. I'm hooked up to all these machines. Got tubes out. I can see the numbers. Oh, and I'm very nervous inside. I'm nervous all over. But as we're breathing, I'm seeing the numbers go down. As we're breathing, we're just doing equal parts breathing. Exhale 3 to 5. Inhale 3 to 5. And we're doing that. And as I'm breathing with the nurse, I see the numbers go down. But also I feel that calm. And I felt in my body. I felt okay being in my body. And I guess, I was open to whatever happened, but I also never really thought they were going to take my leg. I never gave any injury or energy to that. But the cool thing was I came out of surgery and I had my leg and I was able to rehab and bounce back and finish out my studies. But what I recognized time after that, I went into therapy and recognized not only was I always in shallow breathing for the most part, being a very anxious kid, an anxious individual, but the way that I spoke to myself inside of myself and my system was encouraging me to commit suicide at some point in my life. And if I didn't curb it, I could have been a number. I could have been one of those successful attempts in the 40 seconds. And so me and my counselor, my therapist, and I'm studying psychology at this time. This is when I started to study the breath a lot more and be more honest with myself and what I desire for me rather than project it to everyone else and wait for people to affirm me being, to affirm my purpose, to affirm my value. I started recognizing how to literally internally do that in a way that helped reformulate my neural connections to where I can say to you today, those thoughts and the way I used to talk to myself, it don't come around really often. Like, but it's come upon years and years and years of breath breaks, word association to behavioral change, and changing a few words and giving myself grace. And a lot of that grace has come from the space that the breath breaks have provided. And so today I am literally here to promote breath breaks, to encourage you to breathe a little slower outside and inhale fully and feel your belly expand. I am here to help you recognize more miracles in your everyday life by first recognizing the miracle of breathing. Perhaps you've never been as curious as you are in this moment about breathing. I know I haven't. Even right now in this moment, I am super curious in this beautiful, abundant air that we're all afforded to breathe together. And so with me noticing that I had suicidal ideations and noticing my inner dialogue change and noticing the work that I was doing, seeing the changing of the energy, the changing of the just me inside, me loving myself. And it's still a daily journey. It's never over. Got to keep on working. You know, those cats come around, not as often anymore, but we don't kill them anymore. We just trick them, you know what I mean? And so I trick them with these resources like the breath break. I trick them with other resources that I'm not going to share with you at this moment because I want to stay on in alignment with my plan for today. And so, you know, shout out to my experience in MRSA, that adversity in my life, that obstacle that seemed too big to come over or just seemed like I had to let go fully and let God because that was the power I had in the moment. Shout out to MRSA for giving me this advantage and being able to deliver and just deliver this value to you today. I thanked MRSA this morning when I was able to deliver that value to my passenger. And it made me think about some other things, but I'm not going to tangent. But yes, I had the life-altering experience, and ever since that life-altering experience, I have been getting to know the value of breathing, studying the breath, practicing breath work, and feeling the benefits and acknowledgement of breath, spirit, oxygen. I've been feeling the benefits of deep belly breathing and seeing the connections of us all, regardless of our race, our color, our sex, our creeds. When I breathe, I see the connection in us all. And I believe that when we can breathe better, we can be better together. We can build better communities. First, build a better us, a better me, a better I am, so I can contribute at my highest vibration to, per se, my family, my passion, my path, so we can build greater communities one breath at a time. One breath at a time. And from there, we recognize the miracle of breathing, see the connection of all of us, and then we see more miracles in our everyday life. Again, this is my intention for being live with you right now at this moment. My intention is to sharpen my skill set in delivering the 40-second breath, delivering this value, and delivering the tools that I came across in college. Some of these tools were taught to me by my parents too. I give my parents so much credit. Shout out to my mom, my dad, for trying to teach me. I didn't always want to listen, but I'm very lucky to have parents in my life who wanted to water my mind so I could grow great flowers. But essentially, one thing I recognized was, hey, I am the farmer of my mind, and I must water it. And so, from me to you, you are the farmer of your mind, and you must water it. And if you're fortunate to have people in your life who watered your seeds and produced great fruits and flowers, and you never had to change anything, or there was nothing you ever questioned, that's great. But if you had some seeds watered and you had some questions and you want to know about your power to change some of those wirings, that's why I'm here to help you change it for the better. Because essentially, for the most part, the people around us are doing the best they can to build the best they can. And I know my parents were doing that. And so I give them love and so much appreciation. And for what I'm doing now, thank you. And so I came across these tools and I started to apply them in a way that had some science behind them. I guess. The tools that my parents had given me had a little bit of science, but it was more spiritual and religiously based. And so that was harder to hold on to. And I didn't not yet have my recognition or appreciation or relationship with what we call God, spirit. I didn't have that. I was living through others with that. And so when I decided to change within through the help of science, I started to recognize more miracles in my life. And I started to understand what people were talking about when they said God and universe and go to God with it. And so God breathes life into each and every one of us, however you believe. Yahweh, the universe, the highest power, our creator, our father, our mother, breathe life into us. And we have the opportunity to circulate that life into this beautiful body that we each have. And so, let's breathe together. Let's practice. For today's practice, I'm going to lead you in a practice called deep belly breathing. And we're going to do this for 40 seconds. Just 40 seconds. Why 40 seconds? Here's why. The 40-second breath gets its title from the World Health Organization. According to the World Health Organization, every 40 seconds, someone is successfully committing suicide. I believe that many of us take that. I believe if we learn how to breathe better, we can be better, and we can make better decisions. Possibly decisions such as not committing suicide and tapping into our tools, such as the breath. I do believe that. I've had friends commit suicide, y'all, and it sucks. And as a being sitting on these tools and these gifts, I have the duty, and I feel the wind behind me strong, saying serve, serve, serve. At least serve and put this out there so people can at least receive it, so it can be available. And so that's why it's 40 seconds here. Because not another day will I stand by on the sidelines and see another person take their life because they don't feel valued, they don't feel heard, they don't feel seen. I want to let you know I see you, I hear you, and I feel you. And you have value, you belong here. And whatever you're experiencing right now, Let's practice a breathing break together. So go ahead and just get comfortable in your seat. Place one hand on your chest, another hand on your belly. And I want you to breathe deep in your nose and feel your belly expand. When you do this, I want you to feel your belly expand. Like, okay? I want you to feel that belly expand. And then we're going to exhale. Now I'm going to lead you in this breathing practice for 40 seconds. Let's practice. Place that hand on your chest. Place that hand on your belly. Deep inhale in your nose. Feeling your belly expand. Hold. Exhale. Do it again. Keep your hands right there. Breathe deep in your nose. Feeling your chest rise and your belly expand, and hold. Exhale. Here we go. Deep breath in your nose. Feeling your belly and your chest expand. Hold. And release. My friends, my family, my fellow leaders, that is deep belly breathing. And we just did 49.7 seconds of deep belly breathing. And I'm grateful to share these 49.7 seconds with you. My goal of the 40-second breath is to initiate your better breathing within that 40 seconds and to share these tools that I've come across so you can use them in your daily walk whenever you need them. So whether you're happy and excited or you're sad and stressed and getting ready to go take a test, consider investing into a breathing break. Consider deep belly breathing, which we learned today. Consider equal parts breathing, which we shared yesterday. And just know that you're built for this life. And the purpose is to live it. The purpose is to live it. I'm so grateful to practice with each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. I am Caleb Jermaine, singer, songwriter, former college athlete. Now I like to call myself a mindset entrepreneur as I'm serving with my gifts in different forms. I do have music available to serve your mental wellness and your body vibrations. A brand new album called Generation Wellness. It's now available on all streaming platforms. You can go to my website and get it directly from me. Generation Wellness is 11 songs centered on health, wellness, mindfulness, stillness, being a friend to yourself so you can be a friend to others. And I had the luxury and I had the gift to produce this entire album, to write the entire album, to mix it, record it. And that's on the backs of trust from the organization Generation Wellness. You can go and find out more about the organization Generation Wellness at generationwellness.org. Generationwellness.org will give you, actually, is it Generation Wellness? I'm sorry, generationwellness.com will give you access to their toolkits. It will share more about their trainings, their resources that are centered around stress, trauma, and the uncertainty that impacts learning, retention, and reaching our fullest potential. Generation Wellness is in K through 12 schools across the United States. And so with me and our partnership and our new album, Generation Wellness, I am grateful that my voice that I was born with is being used in a high vibration to serve our students, our staffs, and our family members across the nation. Take this moment to thank Lindsay Boyd Morris for reaching out and collaborating and teaming up with me. Thank you to our teachers, staff, and families supporting our students this year. You guys rock. And so with that, let's see here. Oh, I'm wearing a cool shirt that I made. Every day's a miracle. You guys can order your shirts on my website at calebjermaine.com on the merch tab. Just click that thing right there. These shirts are $22, and soon enough, we'll have these hats available too for the Deuce Deuce. They're really awesome hats. I'm just still working on the concept a little bit. I lied last week and said these were going to be available. I should have taken a breathing break so I could have really spoke the truth. Anyhow, you can get a shirt, Every Day's a Miracle, or you can get a crew neck. I got crew necks in red, black, and white. I make those to order. And I am grateful for each and every one of you supporting me. Looks like we've had some viewers on the other side, and you guys have stayed for this duration. Thank you. We've been live for, 51 minutes and 51 seconds. That's a long time. But either way, I'm grateful to serve you, and I wish you a beautiful evening. This is Everyday Miracles, and that's what you are. Let's keep living together. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or want to consider booking me, go ahead. Please visit my website, calebjermaine.com/booking. Did we say everything? Oh yeah, let's add this to the stage. Don't forget, meditation hike this Saturday here in Los Angeles. I will be leading it. We're meeting at Griffith Park at 9 a.m. And we're going to start at the Bear, and we're going to make our way all the way up to the Griffith Observatory. And we will have some breathing breaks during this process. And I would like to encourage, hey, if you're in Los Angeles, meet me at the Bear, baby. I will meet you there or beat you there. Something like that. All right, my friends, my family, my fellow leaders, aka Generation Wellness, live a great night. I'll see you soon.
Welcome to Everyday the Miracle. You can buy shirts online and go on Caleb's website. And you can buy a shirt. Now we're going to start working out, and we already did our meditating while we stretched, and then we stretched without meditating, and now we're going to work out.
All right, baby. High knees?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
And make sure you're here.
Every day's a miracle.